Welcome back, everyone. In the last examples, we talked about how to identify the GCF, or the greatest common factor. Now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to factor using the greatest common factor. So we're trying to reduce this expression down into its most simplest form, and you do that by factoring. Okay, so let's get going on example 5. Let's do it. Okay, so example 5, first, let's identify what the GCF is, which is exactly what we did in the previous 4 examples. So you guys are pros at this. So, again, I start by looking at my coefficients. Okay, so I'm going to look at 14 and 2. So what is the largest number that will divide into 14 and 2? Nice job, you guys. It is 2. So 2 is a part of my GCF. And then I look at my variables, which if you guys see here, oh no, I only have D in one of my terms, not both of them. So if you only have a variable in one term, you can't use it in the GCF because this value has to be divided into every single term. So if you don't have a variable in every single term, it cannot be a part of your GCF. So my GCF is simply going to be 2. Okay, after this, what we're going to do is we're going to take the GCF and we're going to divide every single term by our GCF. And after that, what we're going to do, I'm going to put the GCF in the very front of my parenthesis, and I'm going to write what I get after I divide inside of my parenthesis. And then after that, I'll be done. So let's get going, you guys. So let's hear. I'm going to divide by my numbers first. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, I don't have a D to divide by, so I'm just going to bring on down my D. And then negative 2, that negative sign is attached to the 2, so negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. And guess what, you guys? That would be it for that problem. So, again, all we're doing, you're finding the GCF, then you're dividing every single term by the GCF. So this is kind of like when we did polynomials divided by a monomial. And then this will be your final answer. Okay, and something that's really cool, you guys, I told you that factoring is the reverse of distributing. So if I were actually to distribute the 2 back, I would get my original expression. So like 2 times 7D is 14D. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So a good way to check yourself, if you're ever doubting yourself and you want to check yourself, you could distribute your final answer and see if you end up with what you started with. So yeah, let's get going on the next problem.